Robert Mitchum didn't chase fame. He didn't court it, polish it, or perform for it. And somehow, that complete indifference made him one of the most magnetic figures Hollywood ever produced. For decades, audiences were drawn to those heavy-lidded eyes that seemed to carry the weight of everything and reveal absolutely nothing. Who was the man behind them? The answer, surprisingly, came not from a biographer or a journalist, but from Dean Martin, one of the few people cool enough to actually earn Mitchum's respect. By the late 1960s, both men had cemented their status as genuine Hollywood heavyweights. Martin dazzled with charm and wit. Mitchum commanded the screen through sheer, quiet gravity. When the two were cast together in the 1968 Western mystery Five-Card Stud, the entertainment world took notice. Martin played Van Morgan, a drifting gambler slowly unraveling a string of murders in a dusty frontier town. Mitchum played Reverend Jonathan Rudd, soft-spoken, composed, and deeply unsettling. He didn't need dramatic speeches or explosive moments. A glance, a pause, a barely perceptible shift in expression. That was enough to make audiences uneasy, in the best possible way. The film earned around $3.5 million in North America, and while it wasn't a blockbuster, it proved that these two men together were something special. What struck Martin most wasn't what he saw on screen. It was what he observed on set. Mitchum rarely rehearsed. He'd read the script, absorb what mattered, and then simply be in the scene. No fuss, no ego, no competition for the spotlight. Martin, who shared a similarly relaxed philosophy toward his craft, recognized something rare. A man who wasn't performing being an actor. He just was one. Later, on his own television program, Martin would return to this observation again and again, that Mitchum possessed a kind of authenticity that no acting school could manufacture. It came from the inside, from how the man actually lived. That life, of course, hadn't been without turbulence. In 1948, Mitchum was arrested on marijuana charges, convicted, and served time in county jail. At the time, it was a full-blown Hollywood scandal, the kind that ended careers. His didn't. If anything, it deepened the mythology around him. Audiences saw a man who couldn't be contained by the industry's expectations, and they respected him for it. Decades later, those records were officially cleared under California law, closing a chapter that had long since become footnote rather than defining mark. What surprised many people was the stability that existed beneath the rebellious surface. Mitchum married Dorothy Spence in 1940, and that marriage lasted 57 years, until his death. While reports and speculation about his personal life circulated regularly in the press over the years, Dorothy remained private and steadfast throughout. Their 3 children, including sons James and Christopher, who both pursued acting, kept the family name present in the industry for generations. His most enduring performances, the chilling preacher in The Night of the Hunter, the menacing ex-convict in Cape Fear, the world-weary detective in Farewell, My Lovely, all shared the same quality. A man who seemed to be doing nothing, yet held you completely captive. Directors like Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino have credited him as a foundational influence on modern cinema. On July 1, 1997, Robert Mitchum died at his Santa Barbara home from lung cancer and emphysema. He was 79. True to form, there was no grand ceremony. His ashes were scattered over the Pacific Ocean, quietly, privately, exactly as he would have wanted. If this story stayed with you, hit like and subscribe. There are plenty more legends worth knowing.